What was McGregor like in person when not on camera? That'd be a quick one.
He was just really, to me, he seemed like he had, like, I hate to say this because I don't actually know, but he just seemed bipolar or something. Like you didn't know what you were gonna get with him. Like one day he would come in and he was like, I've arrived. You know the type of person I'm talking about who's like, I'm here. The room needs to all stop and acknowledge my presence and my existence, and like I'm the center of attention. And he always had like a lot of yes men around him who laughed at every joke even if it wasn't funny, and like and it's just like some days he was like that, and it was like for me that was really obnoxious. And then other times he would just like hide out in the background, not say anything, be really calm and nice and cordial. And so for me, it was just like you never knew what you were going to get when that guy would show up at the house. Um, the first set of quarterfinal fights, he came to the house. That was the night that Mondo cut his hair, and he stayed until like 3 a.m. getting drunk. And I was pissed off because I was like, dude, we got to fight tomorrow. Or actually, it was the night before weigh-in. And so that's like the worst night of sleep. You're like, especially if you're like me, you start to cut the night before, you cut maybe half the weight, then you try to get some sleep and wake up early the next day to cut the other half. And that's just kind of a lot of fighters these days are doing it that way. And and we didn't have doors to like have any noise cancellation. And they gave us earplugs, but I have such bad cauliflower that I couldn't get them in my ears very well. And so I was just getting pissed that he was just running through the house, being loud, and just couldn't sleep with him there. And so then right before the semifinals fights, he came over again and the day before weigh-in. And I was like, not again, man. Why do you got to come the day before weigh-in? Come any other day and I'll be fine. But and there was already like me and Conor had gotten into it. They say they didn't film it, but they didn't show it. When Rico came from behind and knocked out Hunter Azure, Conor ran around the back of the little seating area they have at the Apex there, and he ran by me. I was up on an elevated platform watching the fights. That's where they stood. We had a stand, and we had like this plexiglass in front of us, and he scales up it, slaps me in the face, and runs away. And I was just standing there like, holy shit. And I chased after him, and then they like held, like they wouldn't let anything happen. And then I was like, this is bullshit. Like, he can't just run up and slap me. And yeah, I think he was worried I was going to sue him after that because his attitude around me, like you could tell he was just kind of nervous and like changed. But luckily for him, I'm not the lawsuit happy type of guy. So he doesn't have anything to worry about. I'm sure he's had some incidents in the past. Well, I know he's had some incidents in the past where he's lost quite a bit of money doing stupid things like that. But luckily for him, I'm not that kind of guy. So it is what it is, fair play. But yeah, he wasn't my favorite character after that.